Hello there, time to explore more from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I heard you after my last Drugstore Dupes video, so here's part 2, comparing e.l.f.'s affordable formulas and shades that jumped out at me to some luxury or mid-range products in my collection. I've picked out some very promising eyeshadows, blush, brows, and lips too. How does e.l.f.'s cream shadow compare to Merit's much talked about solo shadow launch? Can their cream blush pot compete with one of Rare Beauty's? Finally swatching a popular Clinique Black Honey dupe too. This video is kindly sponsored by Squarespace, the best place to make a wonderful website. You've seen me talk about the Black Honey shade family before. There's a big blog post on matildaonvideo.com on that dynasty, so I'm excited to have a new addition to the conversation here. More on that later. A very recent shadow release taking the minimal makeup world by storm is Merit Solo Shadow. Soft matte, one and done shadows. There's a big review on my channel going into detail on the formula, application, swatches of all 8 shades. I've had a great experience with them, really impressed by the wear time particularly. Most creamy shadows crease on me, but these perform so well without primer. 4 to 5 hours, even 8 to 12 hours later, there's fairly minimal creasing. Studio is my favourite shade, a cool taupe that's really more of a rosy beige caramel. It's quite warm on me. Love a peachy rosy shadow. Sadly none of those in the range, but I was very excited when I saw this e.l.f. No Budge cream shadow in Canyon. Called a soft pink, but it's peach. Like Merit, this is meant to be crease proof and easy. Merit is surprisingly creamy in the pot for something so long lasting, but this is on another level. So emollient, wet and sticky almost. It really is no budge though. Hours of crease-free wear without primer, which is a true test for me. I do find it harder to work with. You have to be quick like Merit and blend one eye at a time. It's more pigmented. I do get it to look even, but it is patchier when you add more. More of a crepey, fine liney look on the eyes too. But with great lasting power, I'll certainly be reaching for this lovely shade this spring and summer. I've been getting back into bronze shadow. Deeper, latte makeup looks are inspiring me. Laura Mercier's Caviar Stick in Burnished Bronze is one of my favourites for a quick smoky look. Great creamy formula that's easy to smudge with your fingers. And I like that it's a rosy bronze brown. On a luxury level, By Terry Ombre Black Stars are iconic, incredibly creamy, soft formula with stunning shimmer. Bronze Moon is one of their most famous shades, and it's much cooler. Really rich colour from the first swipe. I was very curious to see how e.l.f.'s No Budge Shadow Stick in Copper Chic would fit into this shade family. I know Amanda Z loves this product. It glides on nicely, firmer than the first two but still blends easily, lasts for hours without creasing, and the texture is smoother on the eye than my shadow pot experience. It's such a pretty shade all over as liner or under your bottom lashes. Doesn't this show us how wide the bronze world is? True coppers in my collection are way more orange, so this is almost a taupey bronze, not a grey taupe. There are rose tones coming through, so it ends up being closer to something like Rare Beauty's new All of the Above weightless eyeshadow stick in Contentment, which is called a rose taupe. Rare Beauty's most popular blush formula is Soft Pinch, the liquid that sells $70 million a year. I cannot get over that stat. Very pigmented, so the Stay Vulnerable melting blushes are much more subtle. Creamy in the compact to a powdery texture on the skin. It disappears slightly, blurring and softening to a satin matte finish. Very user-friendly as a result, and it lasts well. Nearly Apricot is called a muted coral, but I'd call it a fresh peach. I've tried e.l.f.'s Luminous blush formula before, but this is my first original putty blush, and I'm a fan. Described as a velvety, lightweight putty that melts into the skin with a semi-matte finish, so there's instant Rare crossover there. Bahamas is a deep orange, but because of the putty to powder texture, the look is similar when you're blending, and it lasts well too. Rare does feel a bit creamier and slightly softer than bright Bahamas, but the colours are pretty close. I always love applying cream blush with my fingers, but I was curious to try e.l.f.'s Putty Blush Brush, a tapered, stippling style almost. The pot is pigmented, so lightly tapping the brush to pick up product gives you such a pretty soft wash on the skin. So much so, I prefer using the brush to apply it. Next, Sky High Brows. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze helps you skip that brow lamination appointment and try a fluffy, feathered look at home. I like their clear brow gel, but this clear wax has a lot more oomph without feeling stiff or crunchy on. Application is more fiddly, you do need some sort of spoolie, and you're not meant to dip the spoolie straight in. The brand's tool has a brush on one end to scoop up a bit of product, put it down inside the lid, and smush the spoolie there before brushing through your brows. E.l.f. Brow Lift is described as an extreme hold, clear eyebrow shaping wax for a fluffy, soap brow, feathered look. I grabbed the lash and brow wand to go with it. You need to bend it so it's easier to apply, but if we're following Anastasia rules, which is a good idea, otherwise you end up with too much product and ridiculously slicked brows, I use the other end to pick up product first. The spoolie is a little longer than Anastasia, so it really lifts. I try not to apply much pressure or I look like I'm permanently surprised. Side by side, I can't see any difference between ABH and E.l.f, and the texture feels much the same on my brows. I personally prefer to use this thinner Colourpop spoolie though. It just brushes through my brows in a lighter, less severe way. Some sheer lip love to finish. Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey is a very regular guest on my channel. I ended up filming a mini series of sheer lipstick and gloss shades after my first video hit 1 million views. This iconic tube seems so dark, but it's famous for a warm, sheer, buildable blackberry look on the lips. Slightly different on everyone. Your natural lip colour plays a part, but it deepens and enhances that colour. A lightweight, balmy, comfortable feel and soft shine. I referred to a couple of popular Black Honey E.l.f. dupes in my original video, and now I have one. Let's see how E.l.f.'s Hydrating Core Lip Shine in Ecstatic really compares. This is called a melting lip balm with a little heart-shaped core infused with vitamin E and a balmy outer layer. Described as a deep berry, it's often been in Black Honey dupe conversations online. You'll see that a very light swipe has a similar deepening effect to Black Honey, but it leans more purple. As soon as you start to build, that purpley difference becomes much more obvious and it drifts away from the red currant, warmer Clinique tone. The overall appearance is fairly similar, but the colour isn't a good match. I'd be interested to try other shades and love the lip smacker like watermelon candy scent. If that gets you in the mood for more Black Honey options, have I got you covered? This is a shade topic I have covered in videos and wrapped it all up neatly in a blog post on matildaonvideo.com. Squarespace make it so simple to set up a blog or website or online store. I've used other platforms in the past, but this is the easiest by a mile. So many chic template designs as a starting point, easy tools to customize the look and incorporate other social media links like YouTube videos that can be embedded instantly. If you're interested in starting your own blog, Squarespace offer a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can visit squarespace.com/Matilda to save 10% on your first website or domain name purchase. Hope you enjoyed part 2. Very pleased with these 5 finds. Any other E.l.f. formulas you think I should try? Please tell me about your favourite drugstore products this year and your all-time favourites, because I'm heading back to the US at the end of the year and I'm so excited to do some major drugstore browsing. Thanks for watching. See you next time.